A move by HECO to help more customers go green has the photovoltaic industry seeing red. Good evening, I'm Kenny Choi.
And I'm Yenji Denise. Layoffs, backed up stock, and businesses desperate to stay afloat. Just a few of the problems contractors are dealing with, but it's also affecting homeowners. Brenson Wah explains in tonight's top story.
Rolf Christ is on the other end of this warehouse. His company is one of two major wholesalers of photovoltaic systems on Oahu. He supplies over 200 contractors with product, but his stock continues to back up because of a slowdown in installations. A result of a move he says came out of nowhere by HECO.
I don't understand how HECO didn't see it coming over the last 3-4 years.
Rolf says the PV industry was booming last year and it was just getting into its busiest months. But when HECO implemented changes on September 6th, he says the industry came to a halt the very next day.
HECO found a way to accept more product onto the grid, and it sounded also positive when you read the first line. But if you go into the details like we did now, maybe eventually there's going to be more customers on the grid. But for now, it has really put a big stop to a lot of business activity.
Rolf says one of his customers laid off 60 employees the following week. Others...
Some of my customers have laid off half of their crews.
HECO says the reasons for the changes are to make it easier, faster, and less expensive for customers to get PV systems while ensuring safety.
You can have voltage spikes, which can damage consumer electronics, it can damage utility lines and transformers.
Rolf and other contractors don't buy that reason.
There's lots of circuits over 100%, and there's no issues.
The main change for contractors comes by way of the net energy metering agreement, which asks HECO to connect the home system to the grid. In the past, contractors would install a system and submit the agreement to HECO, but now contractors say they must submit the agreement first, which holds up their process.
Now the contractor has to be careful what to tell the homeowner because they cannot really promise them that they can interconnect.
So if you're trying to get a system, you'll now have to wait. Rolf says anywhere from 2 weeks to 5 months. And in some cases, you might have to pay additional fees that Rolf says have yet to be revealed.
There's a lot of homeowners sitting on a fence, not even signing contracts, because they say, oh, we want to see first how much HECO is going to charge us for improvements on the grid.
Meanwhile, HECO says that it will work with its customers and the photovoltaic industry to try to make sure they can have as much PV on the system as possible. This situation has also caught the attention of lawmakers who may gather as soon as next week to discuss the subject. Yanji, back to you.